Hi everyone, today we're going to be going over the history of color using only pictures. Now when we think of color, we often think of things like a box of crayons, or pencil crayons, or pastels and paints, really whatever we find in our art supply section at the store. But the question that we want to cover is, what did humans use for color before the craft supply section at Walmart was created? We often see things like this cave painting, where yes, the art is very well done, but it lacks the same level of color as something like this mural, where there's multiple shades of each color. And so what we want to do is take a jump back to the past and see what was used as color before crayons and pencil crayons and paints were used. So if we look, we can see that charcoal was used for the color black. It was used similar to a crayon, where they would smear it on the wall. And lemonite was used to create the color yellow. It is an iron ore mineral. And sea snails were crushed up to create a purple powder and a purple dye, which was very rare. And umber is an earth pigment that was used to create the color brown. And then kaolin was a white, almost chalk substance that was used to create the color white. And iron oxide is found in blood and was used to create the color red, and usually ox blood was used. But what did people do with their minerals if they would not adhere to whatever they're wanting to do their artwork on? Well, first, they would grind it up into a powder. In the case of umber, it's already a powder, but like lemonite, they would have to grind it. And then they would use tree sap or animal fat to adhere all of the powder together, and then they could apply it similar to a paint, where it'd cover large sections. But what artwork was actually created using these methods? Well, as we mentioned earlier, cave paintings were often created using these methods. And even in Saskatchewan at the Churchill River, we can see these red cave paintings, which, as we now know, would have been created using blood. So next time you're in your craft supply section at your store or in your craft supply box at home, just remember how fortunate we are that we can apply whatever color we want to our artwork at any time. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this video.